A wise man once told me that you never know what a person is made of until they find themselves with their back against the wall. In my own terms, to me, this means that you never know what a person can build themselves to do until the pressure is built up to the point where they have no other escape route. Today my speech is going to be on student violence, but more important, bullying. Bullying is taking a turn for the worst in our community and our society in these times. According to statistics, about 2.7 million kids are bullied on a daily basis at school. Now, this may be due to various types of reasons. For one, other kids might look on smaller kids as a way of belittling them or making themselves feel bigger than others. In some other ways, some students pretty much depict what they see at home. They might see how their father abuses their mother, or how their parents look down at them and treat them and do the same as they do others. Either way, our society has to somewhat come together and find a middle ground and pretty much a common solution on what could solve these problems. I have my own ideas, but like I said, these are only mine. Nowadays with kids, they tend to pretty much look at things in real life perspective. If you have a kid that's being bullied and they don't know what else to do, they usually come up with about 3 options. They can either, one, go tell a teacher, parent, or whatever, and have them try to step in, but they usually end negatively. Usually get the other kid in trouble, which makes them want to pick on them and beat on them even more. You got your second option, where a kid might, you know what, I'm going to stand up for myself and fight back. But nowadays, kids are too scared. They're too scared to try to fight. They're too scared to try to take a loss, because they know if they lose, that gives the bully upper hand and lets them know that they can definitely beat them even if they were to stand up for themselves. And then you have the third option, which is to take matters into their own hands. This is a standard issue 9mm Beretta caliber pistol. This is what they give us as a common self-defense route. Now, with that being said, we use it for self-defense. When kids take a gun to school, their intention is usually, for that being said, self-defense. Now, some people might not understand that actually is what is occurring through their head, but it is. They're thinking in their head that, hey, I'm being beat on, I'm being picked on, I need to defend myself the only way I know and I've seen how. They've seen it on TV, they've seen it on commercials, games, and they believe that this is the best route to take. Well, I believe that if you construct them and instruct them to the fact that they know that there is another route that can be taken, you'll have a lot better chances. A lot of times, one of the main reasons why people do get picked on and bullied is because they're generally smaller. I'm not that tall in stature, but I try to make up for it in size. I had a friend of mine I met in college. He's a bigger guy, stout, and he also now is a teacher. And he teaches sports and fitness towards the kids, and he has such a passion and a drive for it that I've never seen before in somebody else's job. So one day I asked him, why do you go so hard? Why do you push them so hard? Well, he explained to me that around his childhood in elementary, he was moved around a lot, went to a lot of different schools, and each different school, he would always get picked on. So one particular year, I believe he was in the 6th grade, he got to the point where he couldn't take it anymore. This guy had pushed him to the limit, and he wanted to do away with him. So he went home, went to his dad's shotgun case, and said, "You know what? I'm taking this shotgun to school with me the next day." So he tried to pick it up, but his arms were so weak that he couldn't even hold the barrel straight. So he told himself he would do push-ups every day, until he could get to the point where he could balance that shotgun to kill this guy. Well, about a month goes by. He's been doing push-ups every day. And one particular day he goes to school, and the bully just walks right past him. Doesn't say a thing to him. And he thought that was kind of odd. As the day goes on, same thing. Guy wouldn't say anything to him. Guy wouldn't pick on him, push him at all. So he goes home puzzled, like, what has changed? What's going on? So later that night, he comes out the shower and walks past the mirror, and he actually takes a second look at himself. And he notices and finds out that he has gained about 10 pounds of pure muscle. Now, once he's noticed this, he picks up, walks out. You get it. He whips up, walks out. And he sees this, and he finds out that, hey, this works for me. This is a technique that I can use. Am I going to retaliate? No. But at least I know with this newfound size, hey, I won't get picked on as much. I'll know I'll be able to defend myself if I could. And so one of the main things I say that we should be able to enforce in our kids is the idea of personal training and exercise. Most kids don't really like to go outside, like to do physical activities, which actually limits their capabilities down the line. In conclusion, I really believe that if we concentrate on actually talking to our kids, explaining to them the options that they have if they are getting bullied, and actually to help them enforce the idea of getting personally fit, to understand that, hey, these are some of the ideas and these are some of the routes that you can take to diverse or even move away with your anger and use it in a different place, then I believe we can help out a lot. Thanks for listening.